Hey, it's 3:09 in the morning. It's February 10th. It's my birthday. Um and Sidra woke up. It was all late and she come in wishing me a happy birthday. And I'm all like, "Oh, yay, you're my rice ball," cuz it's all cute. But it's it's a video, you can fight intellectual laziness, and I was having a back and forth with Nick Avick, and he was talking about, basically stifling all these political hacks getting all this money from everyone that they're supposed to basically be a service to, getting wealthy off of everybody else. That was he was talking about, and like we got to stop that. We got to reverse that. And I think that's the right thing to do. But then he says something that Cedra disagreed with, and I'm like, oh man. And when uh, when he when I read it, I got from it that, you know people that get into office, they're politicians. So when they're in there, they get money off the people, and then when they leave, and anything that they are garnishing from when they were in power, when they leave, any businesses that they had started, then they should have that money taken from them and given to the people. That's what I was seeing initially. I was playing Roblox at the time, so I was reading and moving back and forth. You know, hey, look, that might not be the smart thing to do, but it's a lot better than what Donald Trump does. So get up off my back. All right, but look, I'm gonna let Cedra read what she read and then retort, and I guess we'll just have a conversation about this thing here.
Okay, so Nick Avick, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he said, too many politicians get rich off of the promise of a job after their term is up, so even upon completion, they lost their right to be ambitious. Any and all work they do and after office, in and after office, that generates revenues will be taken as part of the nation they swore to serve. They would live and thrive only on the graces of the ones they're supposed to help live and thrive. Okay,
See, yeah, I
so
took that the other way,
I
but
understand, you don't want them to be able to, get a job with Exxon and, gouge people for money at the pumps and shit like that. I get that. That makes sense. But say you run for House of Representatives and you win and you do your 2 years, because not everybody wants to be a career politician. You do your two
that means
years,
there'd be a statesman.
yeah, you do your 2 years, you do the best that you can for your district, and then you're done. Okay? So you got paid while you were there. You didn't get millions of dollars rained on you from corporations or lobbyists and nothing like that. And you leave after your 2 years, and then a year later you decide, you know what? My love, my bliss is to make shoehorns. So I'm gonna start a shoehorn business. And if people need a shoehorn, they can buy it from me. But that's not what would happen, because every bit of profit you get from selling shoehorns would go back to the people. That's booty. That's
See, in that light, yes, I agree with you on that. In that light, yes. See, I I was thinking from the point of, okay, you're in office and you are, you're governor, mayor, whatever the hell you are, and then all of a sudden your time is up. And you
mm-hmm.
could be you up for reelection, but you say, nope, I did my time, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But during your time, you made some business acquisitions. You're doing good, and you leave, and you still have them. And my thing is, you started that while serving the people. So any profits, whatever you get as a wage, one thing, but your profits that goes back to the people because you started that serving the people.
I
That's what I was saying, and I'm like, you did start it on the backs of the people, and then I was thinking, if you let's say you leave office, okay, I'm up in the air on this. I'm
mm-hmm.
not settled on anything. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do that kind of thing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this is an up in the air thing. But if you leave office and a year or two, or even 5 years later, you say, "I want to start a business, making selling peanut oil." All right,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say if you was Joe Schmo, you wouldn't get a loan. No one would even notice you. But if you use the power that you had, the title that you had, oh, you were the mayor or the governor. Sure, you're good for it. If you use that, then I'm like, that should go to the people too, because without it, you wouldn't get shit. So it's like without your power or your notoriety, you would not get said money. If you were just you or me, you ain't getting shit. But if it was you or me, city councilor or something like that, then we would get it.
Okay,
So
so but what that would lead to is nobody doing the job. Y'all gonna take every bit of shit I get even after I'm done serving you. That's like you go to a restaurant and some people come in and you serve them food, and then they pay you, and because they pay you for your service at the restaurant, you got to come to your house and give them a blowjob. But look, I paid you at the restaurant, so I pay for your services. I need
are you
satisfaction.
okay? Okay, but here's the thing: are you single and desperate?
No, no, no. That's not even the point. That's not even the point. I mean, nobody is going to be a statesman or want to serve the people if you can't even have a life or goals or ambitions after it's over. That means you can go on. You know what? I'm gonna write a blog. Maybe my blog will make some money, and then every bit of your blog money goes to the people.
So it sounds like what is going on is if you work your whole life and you gain this money, and then you retire, and you're taxed the whole time. You're taxed 32 point some percent, or usually 32.2 or 3% of your annual wage, and you put all these years into working. You save up your nest egg, for Social Security, and then when you are able to get those checks because you retired, they're still taxing the Social Security. It's like you're paying even though you're done working.
Exactly. That's not right either.
Okay, yeah. See, maybe that's what he's going on, tit for tat. You
Maybe,
know?
but he needs to say tit for tat because he said, and I quote, any and all work they do in and after office that generates revenue.
Yeah, but there's nuance that he probably did not put in there.
But you got to put a nuance in there because that means you sell a Snicker bar, you got to give your 55 cent to 300 million people.
Well, that's a fight in the street I like to see. 300 million people fighting on one corner block. That's some funny shit to think about.
I understand regulating the amount of money they can make. So there's no bribes, there's no lobbying, there's no I become CEO for a company for 2 years and make $100 billion. I get that. But people are people. So if they're done with office, what if they had an MBA in toilet making before they became a House of Representatives person? And then after they want to make toilets because they got an MBA in it and they know how to do it. Ain't got shit to do with them being in Congress. They're the expert toilet seller. But they can't sell toilets because they got to give their toilet money to the people.
Okay, you know what? Yes, I hear that. But what if they are able to sell those toilets because of what they did, not just who they
That
are
would
and
have
what?
to be proven. But wait a minute, what if when they were in Congress, they were the best congressman there ever was, and they were sweeping changes, and they are beloved by the people.
Mm-hmm.
So they're beloved by the people. He's gonna be punished, all his profits taken because he did a good job and the people loved him. We love you. Give me your toilet money.
Honestly, I'm thinking about Obama. I mean, he got in, he made some sweeping incremental changes, and he made some unknown, really good, big changes, some unknown, and he's beloved by the people. And when he get out, the people don't get shit. He still gets paid by the banks and stuff that he worked for. So
That's why I made the caveat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making money off your own business. Toilets. If Obama was making toilets and he started a toilet company on his own, it isn't his fault that he's beloved and not everybody wants an Obama toilet. You understand what I'm saying?
the Obama toilet, you got shitting on. Now take a shit in it.
So that any and all that's bullshit. You would get nobody. nobody, Frankie, to do the job. Nobody be running for shit. I ain't doing that shit. I might as well be dead. Might as well get out of office and slit your wrist. You can't do nothing else. They gonna take all your money.
I get that. And you know what? Maybe Nick Avick will throw in some nuance. Maybe we've said some things and he's like, oh, I kind of get that. Or maybe he's like, oh crap, y'all missed the point. Or I left this out, my bad. Who knows? But you know something? At the end of the day, I thank Nick Avick for his comment, something that would incite a conversation.
Yeah.
I thank you, Nick Avick. And as I'm saying, you should still you should start your own channel. You know, you got a subscriber right here, cause you got a lot of good things to say, and we need extra voices out there. We need people like Nick Avick that's going to say some decent things. Now, if he wants to get out there and talk about burning the whole world because it's all fucked. If it's entertaining, I'm gonna subscribe. I'm just saying. I would subscribe. I mean, look, I'm subscribed to TJ Kirk, so I mean, come on. I mean, there's really not. Nick Avick would have to be like those racists on Benjamin Dixon's phone service, that his message center, in order for you to be like, nah, fuck this guy. You know, he would. You know, somewhere in that realm, that's when I'm like, nah, I'd be like, fuck that guy. That's what he would have to be. And he does not show any iota of that. So he got a subscriber here if he started his own channel. And Nick Avick, just the name is good by itself. You can just do that. The Nick Avick Show. I'm like, there you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. So that's all I gotta say. Anything you gotta say?
I covered it.
Okay, cool. This is Cedric Kennedy and Sidra Owens. And for Comparative Reasoning, thank you very much for listening.